What is drug addiction? Drug addiction, also called a substance use disorder, is a disease that affects a person's brain and behavior and leads to an inability to control the use of a legal or illegal drug or medicine. Drug abuse or addiction is caused by the habitual taking of addictive substances. Drugs include alcohol, marijuana, hallucinogens, opioids, and many others. Substance use disorder is a disease causing people to compulsively use drugs despite consequences. How would you know that you're slowly being addicted to drugs? So here are some of the symptoms. Number 1. Feeling that you have to use the drug regularly, daily, or even several times of the day. Number 2. Having intense urges for the drug that block out any other thoughts. Number 3. Over time, needing more of the drug to get the same effect. Number 4. Taking larger amounts of the drug over a long period of time than you intended. Number 5. Making certain that you maintain a supply of the drug. Number 6. Spending money on the drug even though you can't afford it. Number 7. Not meeting obligations and work responsibilities, or cutting back on social or recreational activities because of drug use. Number 8. Continuing the use of drug even though you know it's causing problems in your life or causing you physical or psychological harm. Number 9. Doing things to get the drug that you normally wouldn't do, such as stealing. Number 10. Driving or doing other risky activities when you're under the influence of the drug. So what are some of the effects of the drugs? First, a weakened immune system, increasing the risk of illness and infection, heart conditions ranging from abnormal heart rates to heart attacks and collapsed veins and blood vessel infections from injected drugs, nausea and abdominal pain, which can also lead to changes in appetite and weight loss. Increased strain on the liver, which puts the person at a risk of significant liver damage or liver failure. Seizures, stroke, mental confusion, and brain damage. Lung disease, problems with memory, attention, and decision-making, which make daily living more difficult. What are the long-term effects of drug abuse? Drug addiction can cause many long-term negative consequences, including physical health problems like liver damage and heart disease, as well as mental illnesses like depression and anxiety disorders. Drug abuse also causes long-term changes to the brain that make quitting so difficult and that take years to change back to normal. Indirect long-term effects of drug addiction include broken relationships, legal problems, financial problems, injuries, and poor overall health. So here are the long-term physical effects of drug abuse. Number 1. Cardiovascular system. Stimulants like cocaine are particularly hard on the heart, causing damage every time they are used. Stimulant abuse can lead to long-term heart disease, including heart failure. Injectable drugs like heroin can cause veins to collapse and even infections in blood vessels of the heart. Number 2. Respiratory system. The lungs can be damaged by any drug that is smoked, causing diseases like emphysema, lung cancer, and chronic bronchitis. Opioids depress breathing, which can worsen asthma. Number 3. Kidney damage. Many drugs can cause long-term kidney damage, including kidney failure, which is life-threatening. This is caused by increased body temperature, breakdown of muscle tissue, and dehydration. Number 4. Liver damage. Heroin and prescription opioids can cause liver damage. This damage is more severe when the drugs are combined with alcohol. In severe cases, a person may have life-threatening liver failure. Number 5. Gastrointestinal damage. Many kinds of drugs cause damage and decay in the stomach or intestines. This can result in chronic pain, acid reflux, and constipation. Drugs are chemicals that affect the body and brain. Different drugs can have different effects. Some effects of drugs include health consequences that are long-lasting and even permanent. They can even continue after a person had stopped taking the substance. There are a few ways a person can take drugs, including injection, inhalation, and ingestion. The effects of the drug on the body can depend on how the drug is delivered. Eventually, drugs can change how the brain works and interfere with a person's ability to make choices, leading to intense cravings and compulsive drug use. Over time, this behavior can turn into a substance dependency or drug addiction.